a two particle system. Let's say there is a charge over here. And let me go into gravity first so that you understand before itself. I don't want later any doubts. Let's consider this to be a mass. And let's consider this to be another mass. I moved this mass from this point to a certain point over here. Okay, I moved. Now in gravity, what we study, that two masses are basically attracted by a force which is given by what? F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen to me. So what I want to say is see now, I hope you all have all studied potential energy. You all have understood what potential energy is. Potential energy is the energy which is stored inside our body. Kinetic energy is the amount of energy that is released from our body. Okay. Someone to all potential. Yeah. Did I write the spelling wrong or something? So it's okay. Pay attention. That's what matters. Okay. English doesn't matter here much. So anyways, there's a body that is this. Okay. There's a body over here. This is M1. There's a body over here, M2. I am taking this body M2 and I am changing it by a distance of some distance, say dr. Okay. So what is going to happen is basically this M2 is going to actually have a force with this. These two are going to have some force in between them. I increase the distance, there will be some other amount of force over here. There will be a force at this point which will be less than this point. Okay, so what I can say is the potential or the potential energy at this point is U I and U F. Okay, U initial, potential energy initially, potential energy finally. Okay, and so now when I have done this, when I have changed it from here to here, okay, when I have changed it from here to here, basically what is going to happen is there is some work which I have done. There is some work which I have done. And so I can write that the difference of this potential energy is equal to the work which I have done. That is delta U will be equal to some work which I have done. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Yeah, so there is difference of potential energy is equal to some work which I have done. Now you tell me one thing. See, listen, force is on which side? Force is towards this side. Force is towards this side, towards each other. And the work which I am doing is opposite to the force. So what is going to happen is basically this will be minus W. You understood? Work done opposite to the force. Work is done in what way? I am taking this and I am taking it over here. From initial point to some point, there will be work done, but it is negative of the force. It is negative of the work done by the gravitational force. There is some work done by the gravitational force in pulling these two to each other. But I deliberately take this point M2 and I take it to some distance dr. So what is going to happen is basically there is some potential energy initially, there is some potential energy finally. And so what is going to happen is basically I have done some work from initial point to the final point, but this work which I have done from the initial to final point is basically against the work which is being done by the gravitational force. And so I can say that the change in potential is basically negative of the work done. Is this clear? So there should be no doubts regarding this. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now since you know this much, I can say that if there are two charges, let's say Q1 is fixed. Q1 is fixed. I take another charge over here, Q2, and I'm just taking this Q2, and I am actually taking it from Q2 at a certain distance R. Let's say this is R over here. I'm taking it to a certain distance R, another dr. Okay, that's a small amount of change I have done, and I brought Q2 over here. So what is going to be the force on Q2 because of Q1? In which direction? In this direction itself? This direction? Yes or no? So that will be what? Force on Q2 due to Q1 will be in which direction? This direction. I can write that as F of E. F E in the sense force due to electrostatic energy. Force due to electrostatic energy. Is that clear? Is that clear? Simple thing. I've taken two charges, Q1, Q2. Q1 is fixed. I took Q2 to a certain distance, dr, and what I'm saying is basically the amount of force of Q1 on Q2 will be what direction? This direction? Yes or no? I want quick responses. At least tell me yes, so I understand that you are understanding this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now I can say that du is going to be equal to what? As I said earlier, it's going to be minus dw. Okay. And so I know what is work. That U is what? Potential energy. It is equal to the negative of the work done. Okay. It is equal to negative of the work done. And this work is done by what? This work is done by electrostatic force. This work is done by electrostatic force. Now I know that work is what? Equal to force into displacement. This is a basic formula. Work is equal to force into displacement. So I can write force between both the charges as K Q1 Q2 upon R square, which we have already studied, that F is equal to Q1. Okay, F is equal to Q1 Q2. Okay, K Q1 Q2. Sorry. Upon R square. Okay, and what is the displacement? Displacement is a small amount of change which I have done, that is dr. So I will write dr. Okay, I will write dr. Just consider. I'll write dr. And so what this will become? This will become work. Work is equal to force into displacement. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. I have already got. Sorry. Yeah. Work is force into displacement, which I have written as this. Ultimately, it's going to be equal to du. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Du will be
Yes,
what?
sir.
Negative of the work done. Negative of the work done. If I make a mistake, please let me know. Okay, du is equal to negative of the work done, that is dw. Force into displacement, that is force is equal to k q1 q2 upon r square into dr. Now I know what is du. So what will be u? To find out u, what I have to do? I have to integrate. So I will integrate. Let's say I integrate it from here and I integrate this here. U can be integrated from which point to which point? Okay, let's say u1 to u2, and I can say that I am going to integrate. What are constants over here? K is constant, Q is constant, another Q is constant, R is constant. What is not constant is dr, because I'm changing Q2 with respect to distance, and that is dr. So I'm going to say that I am changing dr from, say, R1 to R2. From R1 to R2. Is that clear? Okay. So R1 to R2. Let's stop this. So now I can write that K is constant. I can remove K outside. I can remove Q1 outside, Q2 outside, and I can, this negative is there always, and it is going to be integration of R1 to R2, right? So what is the integration of R square? What is the integration of R square? It's going to be what? R raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1, which will ultimately lead to
1 by R.
minus 1 by R. Minus 1 by R. Okay. Minus 1 by R from R1 to R2. From R1 to R2. So now what I will get? Ultimately what I will get negative of K Q1 Q2. Okay. Then what I will get? Tell me. 1 upon R2 minus R1.
Yes, sir.
1 upon R2 minus R1. Okay, this is basically your potential from U2 minus U1. Okay, this is what it's an important derivation. Okay, U2 minus U1 is equal to minus K1 K2 Q2 K Q1 Q2 bracket of 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. Okay, 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. Now listen to me. Listen, this is very important. There are many doubts which come on this. I am going to rub this entire derivation right now, and I am going to write this again, and I'm going to explain a small concept. Okay, I'll just rub this.
Sir, is it the change in the potential?
Yes, it's the change in the potential. You're right. I'll just write that again. That is U2 minus U1 is equal to what? This is the change in the potential. Na? Ultimately, you're finding out change in potential. Okay. And U2 minus U1 will be equal to K Q1 Q2 1 upon R2 minus 1 upon R1. Okay. Now listen to me. When we measure our height, we say I am 5 meters with respect to some certain ground level, maybe 0. So that is what it means, 5 meters. When we say voltage is 5 volts, when we say V is equal to 5 volts, we say voltage is 5 volts with respect to what? We say it's respect to 0. It is with respect to some amount which is 0. So 5 volts means 5 minus 0, which is 5. Similarly, I just gave an example. Height, you say 5 meters, you're doing it with respect to 0. So if you want to basically define change in potential energy, you have to, okay, listen to me. Potential energy is always given in the form of change. It is always defined in the form of change. Okay. So if you have to bring this to a simplified equation, you have to define a reference, and that reference can be taken as I will tell you what. Now, before I take the reference, okay, another small example. Let's do one thing. We know that, okay, E is equal to, what is E equal to? F by Q. F by Q. And so F is what? K Q1 Q2 upon R square into Q. One charge will get cut, okay, whatever it is. And then you will get K Q1 upon R. Okay, am I right? R square, sorry.
Yes, sir.
K Q1 upon R square. Now, if I make R 0, if E is equal to K Q upon R square. If I make R 0, what is E?
Infinite.
Infinite.
So if R is equal to 0, E will be equal to infinity. Similarly, this U2 minus U1 is equal to K Q1 Q2 1 upon R2 minus R1. I will take a reference R1 at 0. I will take it at 0. So what will U1 be? Sorry, I will do one thing.
KQ1
I will-
Q2 upon R2.
Yeah, so I'll rub this off. So I just said that if I do a small thing, that is if I make, okay, if I say that U1 is equal to 0, if R1 is equal to infinity. If I take R1, I write infinity. 1 upon infinity is 0, U1 becomes 0. So ultimately what you're going to get a simplified equation is that U is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R. This is the formula for potential energy, and I will tell you what it is defined as now. It is defined as the work done by an external force. Okay, there are two charges here, one, another, two charges. And so the work done by an external force in slowly bringing together two charged particles from infinity to a particular separation R. Okay, this is defined as U is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R. This is potential energy. This is potential energy for two particle system, where you are taking two particles and one is at fixed position, say Q1, and there is this Q2, you are bringing this Q2 from some infinity. That is your reference. You're bringing it from some infinity. So the amount of work that you have done, okay, so it is simply defined as the electric potential energy for two particle system, okay, is equal to the work done by an external force, okay, in slowly bringing together two charged particles. Now listen to me. The definition says work done by an external force in slowly bringing down together two charged particles. So that means I'm using the word slowly. What it means is basically, look here, Q1 is going to apply a force on Q2 in which direction? This direction. And so if I'm applying an external force, I will apply it in the opposite direction because I want it to come from infinity towards Q1. And so this external force has to be more than the electrostatic force due to Q1. This is F external. This is a force which I am putting in bringing Q2 towards Q1. But this Q2 is having another force in which direction? This direction. Due to what? Due to Q1. And that I will say as Fe, electrostatic force. And so the work done by me, if I have to bring Q2 slowly towards Q1, what I have to make sure is that force which I am putting to bring Q2 towards Q1, that is external force, should be equal in magnitude to Fe, that is the electrostatic force due to Q1 on Q2. Okay, so these two forces, that is force external, force electrostatic and force external, have to be equal. If they are equal, the force on Q2 is 0. So that means I can just take it and bring it without any amount of change, without any force, no force. If the force on both are equal, it's very easy to take Q2 and bring it to any point near Q1. Is that understood? Okay. If I am balancing this external force and electrostatic force, this electrostatic force is due to Q1. In which direction? This direction. And I am bringing this Q2 towards Q1. I am of course going to feel a force in opposite direction. This is Fe. This Fe is going to resist. It is going to resist me from bringing it towards Q1. But if I put more force, that is F external. If I put more force such that F external is equal to Fe, then to take Q2 and bring it to any point near Q1, I won't have any problem. I won't have any resistance. So remember one thing, it is also, this is potential energy is also defined as, I'm going to rub this thing. Okay, I'll just rub this thing. Potential energy
Sir,
can
but
also
for
be said.
moving the Q2 charge, you have to apply more force than the electrostatic force. No?
But if I apply it equal, then what will happen?
Sir, it will balance and become stationary.
So then I can take it myself and I can place it anywhere, no? See, this Q1 is applying a force this side. Okay, I am applying a force F external this side. If I make it equal, is there any force on this point? Is there any force? So I'm telling you in the definition that I'm trying to slowly bring it. Slowly. Okay. Such that this condition is constant. That F external is equal to Fe. I'm slowly bringing it. That is what the definition is stating. You understood that? When I'm telling you that I'm bringing it very slowly, that F external does not necessarily need to be very larger than Fe. Okay. They are equal. Is there any doubt now?
Sir, for bringing the charge near also some force will be required, no?
See, you are right. If I have to bring this over here, it's going to be, the F external has to be more than Fe. Definitely it has to be more than Fe. But I am telling you deliberately that I am putting this condition slowly. Okay, slowly. In the sense that I am trying to maintain this. I am trying to maintain these forces. And I am bringing it to I am bringing it close to this charge Q1 with such a slow motion that these two forces are balancing. They are balancing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try to understand. Okay. So then what I can say is that Fe should be equal to F external in magnitude, and Fe should be equal to negative of F external in direction. Okay. So by this formula, du is equal to, okay, minus dw is going to be what? Minus what is work? Force into displacement. No, force done, force of work is force into displacement. So it's going to be minus Fe dot dr. Fe is basically the force applied on Q2 due to Q1. Okay, but I can say that Fe is equal to minus of F external. So I can substitute that. So it will become positive F external dot dr. Okay, F external dot dr, and this F external dot dr can be written as work done by the external force. Work done by the external force. Okay, so ultimately we can write that du is equal to the work done by the negative of the work done by electrostatic force, okay, or conservative force, okay, and it is also equal to the positive of the work done by the external force. Is also done by the positive of the external force. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
This thing, is this clear? You can see here that the work done by the electrostatic force is an opposite direction. Okay, but if I am applying an external force, it is the positive of the work done by the external force. So this is the reason you have different definitions. Sometimes you have work done is the negative of the change in potential due to external or conservative force, and some definitions will tell you work done due to external force is basically equal to is the positive of the difference between the potential. Okay, so if you know this, every definition, whether you twist it anyhow, it will be very clear to you. Okay, so this is called electric potential of a two particle system. Electric potential of a two particle system. Now look here. Now I know that U is equal to what? K Q1 Q2 upon R. Okay, you should remember this formula. Okay, U is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R. Now if Q1 and Q2 are like charges, let's say like charges, I say there are two negative charges. Okay, now when I am bringing them close to each other, what is going to happen? I'm going to experience a force in this direction. Am I right? I'm going to experience a force opposite direction. But I will bring them together. Then what has to happen? I have to apply more force over here. I have to apply more force over here. Am I right? You had a doubt, no? So I have to apply more force over here. So
Yes,
what
sir.
is going to be? So what is going to be the potential energy in this case? It is going to be positive because I have to do more work. I have to do more work.
Yes,
I am
sir.
applying.
Yes, sir.
I am applying. Yeah, I am applying more force in this direction, and my displacement also is towards this. My displacement and my force. Okay, my external force is more than the forces applied by the charges themselves, and the displacement also, because of the force which I am applying, is towards each other. So I am going to get a potential energy which is positive. That means that as I am bringing them more close to each other, what is basically happening is R is reducing, distance between them is reducing, and potential is increasing. Distance is reducing, potential is increasing. So you bring two charges, whether they be positive charges or whether they be negative charges. basically it's going to be the same case, that as you bring two like charges together, the potential energy is going to be positive in nature. Now, okay, now if I take the case of one negative charge and one positive charge, what is going to happen? If I take, okay, they are anyways going to attract each other. This is the forces applied by them. But now I want to bring them together, but I want to bring them slowly. Again, listen to me. I want to bring them slowly. Michael, how much time we have? So I want to bring them slowly. So what I will do, I will apply a force in the opposite direction. But listen to me, I am allowing them to come together. I am allowing them to come together, but I don't want them to accelerate and immediately come and collide with each other. I want to bring them slowly. So I will apply an external force in opposite direction. But my displacement is going to be towards each other. So if the force is in opposite direction to the displacement, what am I going to get potential energy as? I am going to get negative, no? If the force is opposite to the displacement, okay, I am going to get a negative potential energy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Am I
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. So
Yes,
potential,
sir.
right. So listen to me. Listen to me. That in terms of like charges, okay. Anytime you have a question, you should know. You can eliminate in objective answers. Okay. If there is a question on like charges, you can eliminate the negative part, negative objective answers. Okay. If you know there are like charges, potential is going to be positive. It's going to be more than 0. It's going to be positive. For Q1 and Q2 to be either the same charge or either to be the opposite charge. Okay. They are like charges. What I mean is like charges. And U will be less than 0 for Q1, Q2, either negative, positive together or positive, negative. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right. So this is basically potential energy for two particle system. This is the entire definition. Okay, you can read about this in your books. And now, what I am going to tell you is a simple concept, but I don't think we have time. 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, I'm trying to cover one small numerical. Okay, let's talk about electric potential due to multiple charges. Right now we spoke about two charges. Okay, due to multiple charges. Let's say there is one Q1 here. There is a Q2 over here. There is a Q3 over here. Okay, Q1, Q2, Q3, and these are all at infinity. They are all at infinity. This is given in your textbook. You can follow it. Now to bring Q1 at this point, do I have to apply any force? Immediate answers. Q2 is at infinity, Q3 is at infinity. I just brought Q1 over here. Do I have to apply any force? Is there any resistance? There is no resistance.
No.
Sir.
There is no resistance.
No,
So what
sir.
is going to be the change in potential energy? Is there any change in potential energy? No. So I will just write 0.
No.
Now, if I bring Q2 now over here, if I bring Q2, will there be some sort of potential energy? I will have some sort of potential energy. Yes or no? I will
Yes,
have.
sir.
I want to bring Q2 over here. So I will experience a force. And so when you bring two like charges together, what I said, potential energy will be positive. And
Positive.
so I will write U12, basically potential energy on Q1 due to Q2. Okay, when I'm bringing Q2, potential energy of, you can take it either way, but when I'm bringing Q2 near it, potential energy on 1 with respect to 2. And now I bring third charge from infinity, I bring it here. If I bring this here, it is going to experience a force because of Q1, it is going to experience a force due to Q2. So I will get what? 2